Chère Charlize Theron, chère Emily Blunt, chère Jessica Chastain. Vous êtes les drôles de dames de ce spin-off aux aventures modernisées de Blanche-Neige, réapparu sur nos écrans il y a 2 ans sous les traits de Kristen Stewart.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the most powerful of them all?
Dans ce nouvel opus, cette histoire parallèle, vous incarnez 3 femmes de tête au rôle fort, des femmes qui en ont et qui nous en donnent.
If it's a fairy tale you're hoping for, prepare yourself for so much more.
I was so thrilled that there were so many strong female roles in this film. I mean, that was the appeal when I first read the script. I just thought, what an amazing movie for women. And they're all very different. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses. They're all fallible in some ways. And I think that to have 3 incredibly defined, sort of complicated female roles in a fantasy movie is what's unique about this.
C'est vrai, Emily. 3 rôles de femmes aussi absolus dans le même film, c'est assez rare pour être noté, et vous êtes surprenante de finesse et d'invention dans l'interprétation de cette reine des glaces au cœur gelé.
Men have forgotten what it means to be afraid. We will bring fear. Good choice.
I'm headed straight for the gas.
Vos partenaires ne sont pas en reste. Jessica, la surprise de vous voir aussi à l'aise dans ce film d'action est de taille, même si je me doutais bien que le Krav Maga n'avait plus de secret pour vous depuis l'affaire Rachel Singer.
I was really excited to play this role and do the action scenes. I'd been a dancer when I was younger, and I love fight choreography because it does feel like a dance. It's choreography. It was so much fun to do and very different from the films I usually do.
Quant à vous, Charlize, vous vous régalez, ça se voit, à incarner cette reine que rien ne peut arrêter dans sa quête éperdue de pouvoir.
I thought I had driven the weakness out of you. I thought I made you strong.
How did you draw the weakness out? What did you do?
What did you do?
Power for Ravenna is and will be everything forever and ever. And for her, it's the air that she breathes, it's the water that she needs, it's the food that she eats. It's essentially, I don't think she would want to live without it. I think she's one of those people who could never even wrap her head around the idea of not being the strongest, not being the most powerful, not owning the world, not being able to control. I don't think she would even know how to survive in a world where she's not those things. So for her, her ultimate survival comes from the need, this desperate need to have power.
Mais vous oubliez une autre femme essentielle et moins visible, Colleen Atwood, la costumière attitrée de Tim Burton, un trio d'Oscars à son actif qui vous a toutes 3 habillées de la tête aux pieds.
Thank you all very much.
Son travail incroyable complète celui de la mise en scène et ses costumes façonnent vos personnages.
I've been so lucky to have done a couple of movies with her now, and I kind of feel like I grew up with her in my career. But we've never done anything this magical and great, and I mean, she has, not me. This is totally her thing. So I was just really happy to be able to play in her backyard.
Then what is your judgment?
I love working with her. She cares so deeply about your character and what the character might be feeling in a specific scene. She'll kind of dress you in a stronger sense if you're at your most powerful, or a more vulnerable sense if you're starting to lose power, you know, and I think that she thinks about those things, and that in turn transports you to exactly the right place you need to be in as an actor. And I remember people coming up to me and standing in front of me, and they could really fully see the detail of her work and see that every little tiny bead or button was an icicle or was made from some sort of material, like the thought that goes into it, the care that goes into it. And she's there every day. Like, she just loves it, loves what she does.
Pas besoin de 3D pour apprécier la profondeur, le relief et la beauté des costumes. Mais en vrai, mes chères demoiselles, vous n'êtes pas les seules protagonistes de ce film épique tourné en Angleterre et aux faux airs de Game of Thrones. Chris Hemsworth, alias Thor, le mâle par excellence, fait aussi partie du voyage. Alors, aussi heureuse que moi qu'il soit votre homme?
I honestly will do anything with Chris. He's just a good guy, good father, good energy. He's just one of those people that, you know, Michael Caine said to me years and years and years ago. He's like, Charlize, When you're 80 and you're lying on your deathbed, you will not remember what this movie made at the box office. You will not remember, you'll remember the experience. And Chris is one of those people that I know when I'm 80 lying on my deathbed, I will think of the experience that I had making movies with Chris, because he's that kind of guy.
Pour ma part, je me rappellerai de vous et de vos consoeurs comme autant d'actrices éclectiques et passionnantes. Et les acteurs testostéronés des films d'action habituels feraient bien de regarder un peu dans le fameux miroir, parce que les plus belles, c'est bien vous.
I'm stronger than all of you.
Shall we find out? I'm headed straight for the castle.